Hi, welcome to a new video dedicated to the last project of Hubsan. This is the H501C, so no more FPV ring for this brushless quadcopter after the excellent H501S, the full compact all-in-one FPV compact machine, including also some 1080p camera. Here you just have the at least the GPS module to offer you return to home and stabilize GPS positioning, but also the 1080p camera. No more FPV ring. So it's much more cheaper, and I would say this quadcopter is dedicated if you want to fly in lost condition, okay, and to shoot some good video, okay, in 1080p. And if you are planning maybe to produce some long one-way flight where you are sure to only travel in one direction for distance forward, for example, okay, into one direction, and to capture a video along this trajectory. Okay, let's open this box. So let's discover a little bit more this new variation of the Hubsan project. In fact, in external point of view, you will find exactly the same design than the H501S, the same 1080p camera with a wide angle, okay, producing very good video in my point of view, not electronically stabilized, but probably in the next Hubsan product. Anyway, you have some 22 type brushless motors, okay. For the 8th version it was painted in gold, now it's coming in black, but you have some 5mm shaft diameter, okay, so if you want a real measurement, so you can use probably some classic props, but the prop coming with the Hubsan are not 6-inch or 7-inch or 8-inch, they are 7.3 inch, it's a proprietary format. Anyway, they are self-tightening. You have to know that Hubsan product, at least the H501 or 2 series, the sense of rotation are opposite. It means that the front left, instead to be clockwise, is counterclockwise. It means that if the front left is counterclockwise, the front right is clockwise, counterclockwise, and clockwise. Okay, so be aware, but thanks to the inscription and written on top of each props, you can't be wrong, so you just need to align, okay, and use this wrench tool, okay, in lower position to completely block and fix, secure, fasten the props on the motor shaft. On top of this module, okay, and canopy, hidden behind, you have the GPS module, okay, so thanks to it you can enjoy some return to home functionalities, how to engage it on the radio, long press more than 1.5 seconds on this right shoulder button, and you will engage automatically return to home. That's cool. With the GPS module, of course, you have some flight assistant, GPS hold, okay, which is by default. It means that to harm your quadcopter, you need at minimum 6 to fix 6 satellites. It means that indoors, in practice, you can't really take off. That's a drawback, and in fact, it's a good choice because it's a brushless and can be potentially dangerous quadcopter. So it's good thing that finally the GPS, the non-reception of 6 satellites indoors, block the possibility to harm the quadcopter indoors. The battery is exactly the same. Okay, the 2007 mAh than the H501S. I can give you the weight of it. It's okay. Sorry, we tare it. So it's 113 grams and ending with the same EC2 connector. Okay, so that's cool. The total weight of this machine, if I include without the props and the LiPo, it's 317 grams. Okay, I have to add, I will start with the props, 4 props. I hope they will be able to hold like this. Yes, I hope to. So, with the props, 338 grams, and if I can install, it should reach something like close to 450 grams. Okay, so not so light. Okay, so okay, with the props installed, I should obtain something like 450.7 grams to be more precise. So it's not a so light quadcopter, but for a brushless quadcopter is not so bad. Okay, thanks to the plastic structure. About the canopy, you will have this kind of flexible plastic, so it will absorb moderate crash easily. That's a good point. But don't expect miracle if this quadcopter falls from maybe 10 meters high, it won't survive. Okay, but in practice it shouldn't happen because this quadcopter is completely flight assisted. And the consequence, you can really be in panic. If you are, just release the sticks and the quadcopter will stay in place. And if you are even more in panic because this quadcopter is very far, just long press the right shoulder button to engage a return to home. In terms of transmitter, you have the left shoulder button, which if briefly press on it will take pictures, and if you long press on it will turn on or off the video recording. Okay, if you click on the left stick, you will engage the headless mode. Okay, so the reference is the one the heading at the takeoff position, and if you right click here on the right stick, you will cycle between the beginner mode or the expert mode, offering more rates, more pitch and roll if you want to fly more faster. In fact, what I also regret is the non-possibility outdoors to remove the GPS flight assistance and to purely fly it manually. Okay, so that's a drawback, and with this radio, you can't expect the same range that the original H501 has. But the good news, if you have such radio from the S series, you can bind this quadcopter and enjoy the follow me function. So with this one, no out of the box, no follow me, but with the H501S transmitter, you can add it for free. Okay, that's a good point. So the basic flight modes are GPS hold and the return to home, the main two novelties and big flight assistance introduced here. Thanks to the big LiPo, you can expect more than 20 minutes of flight duration, and since you don't have any FP bearing, I guess it will be more than 20 minutes, 22 minutes. So in terms of control range, with this radio, I guess you can expect something 300-400 meters. I will perform a full test, and what happens if the transmission is lost? It will automatically engage the return to home. That's a good point. Let's now have a look to the transmitter. So I already speak about the button, and on the rear side you have to insert 4 AA AAA battery, and you have a 4 pins connector. I guess it's a serial link to update eventually a firmware, but no more USB plug like the H501S transmitter. Okay, it's not the case for the quadcopter. You will be able to find on the rear side here the micro USB plug to update the firmware. It means that if you are flashing a new firmware, you will have to probably to rebind the quadcopter with the transmitter. How to do it? First of all, turn on the transmitter, the quadcopter, then hold the left shoulder button while turning on the battery. It will restart the binding procedure. So it will be very important if you're flashing a new firmware, I don't know, to bring maybe some new option, new stabilities from Hubsan. For the H501S, the actual one, the more stable, is the 1.1.17. So I guess you can probably install the same firmware on this C version. Okay, so now I will show some more demo flight in real time, okay, and try to see if what is the current firmware version installed on it. One word about the transmitter. Like the S version, you have some telemetry information display on this radio. So it's not just a basic one. You have a small one, and like basic information you can find. I will insert the battery. Now you will be able to find the quadcopter level of charge of battery. That's cool. You can, in this case, anticipate when this quadcopter will be run out of battery. That's a good point. But not only, you will be able to find also some other information. So, for example, I am indoors, the number of satellites received. If you are currently filming because the camera logo will flash, or took a picture, this one. But also, you have 3 types of information cycling in the transmitter. You can display the distance from the takeoff location will be displayed below, the current altitude, and also your current heading display with when you have H front here. Okay. So it's very important. For example, if you are planning to fly very in long distance forward view, just note the takeoff heading, okay, values, and if you want to return back, just apply a modulo of 180 degrees, and you will have automatically the headings to return to home if you don't want to engage your return to home. Okay, it's a point. It's a way to know your way back direction. Always notice the current heading when you're flying forward at the takeoff location. It's a very good and important information. Really, I like the possibility to have this small amount of telemetry data sending by the quadcopter. So now I will fly more in outdoors, and of course I will show how to calibrate the quadcopter. Hubsan decided to, each time you're powering your quadcopter, to force you to perform the compass calibration. I think this is a good thing, because at least no more surprise of potential flyaway. That's a good point. Let's go for the demo flight. Hi, welcome to the first demo flight of the new Hubsan H501C. So no more FPV ring, but you still have the GPS module to offer return to home and GPS whole flight assistance. It's still including a 10 ATP front camera module without image stabilization, and you still have the same remaining modules and equipment that the S version with the FPV ring. The transmitter changed, it's more compact model, but at least with some tiny LCD displaying some basic but important telemetry information. You still have the 2700 mAh 2S LiPo battery ending with the EC2 connector. So the flying time should be around 20-22 minutes, which is really not bad. Okay, so the first stuff you have to do when you pawn is to perform the compass calibration. Okay, let's go. Okay, so I will power the machine. So first of all, open the battery bay, connect the EC2 connector. Okay, and immediately you have some LEDs, blue for front, red on rear. I will turn on the transmitter. Okay, and I guess after a couple of seconds, after the binding, okay, he asked me to perform the compass 1. So this is the horizontal. You have to turn slowly counterclockwise. Okay, hold on like this until you will see in the transmitter telemetry display set compass 2. So I will go relatively slowly, and at the same time you can see varying the heading, current heading. Okay, now you can see set compass 2 point up, still turning down, sorry, and turning counterclockwise. Okay, moving slowly. And after a couple of seconds, I hope you will be able to see the message disappear. Great. Okay, so now it's calibrated, and you can see with the H front of you, you have the actual headings. Now it's disappearing, but it will reappear. So the heading is 329. Okay, so remember well this position. It will be your headless mode reference. So the idea is if I go to this direction very far, you just need to apply minus or plus 180 degrees in modulo. So I should be, the way back should be around 100 blah 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 60, something like this. Okay, so I know if I fly with this heading, I should return to my home position. In any case, in case of panic, if you are flying very far, just press the return to home button more than 125 seconds. Okay, so remember this button is to briefly press to take photos, long press start recording, okay, and one more time long press to stop recording. Actually, I hope you can see I'm receiving up to 8 satellites. Okay, now 9. I'm waiting a little bit. You need at minimum 6 satellites to take off. Okay, so now I will be able to engage the takeoff. Okay, more in shadow for me because it's very sunny. So I will long press to start recording, and you have a beep, and the camera logo is beeping. So now to arm, just press like this and ready to take off. Okay, it's very stable quadcopter. Okay, you can see some information, the heading cycling with the information of altitude, and this is a distance to home, and the current altitude 1 meter high. So let's, if I go upper, okay, you will see that the third value will be updated 8 meters high, okay, but still 0 meters from the takeoff location. I will move forward to show you. Okay, and now we should see still the same headings, 8 meters from the takeoff point, and in altitude it's 7 meters. Okay, I will engage more the expert mode. Okay, so now it's written expert. I should enjoy more advanced rate, and I will take more altitude. Okay, so now currently I am still the same headings, 38 meters far from the takeoff location, 14 meters high, and I'm very impressed by the stability of this quadcopter. Let's make a small panorama. Okay, in my favorite field. Whoa, a little bit some deviation in the IR, but not dramatic. It's a little bit windy in altitude. Okay. So remember to let's check that my theory of heading is working. I will make show in my direction, and the heading should be around, I said 160 if I'm not wrong. Okay, if I'm okay. Oh, it was 260. Okay, got 100 difference. I can compute really well. Oh no, where I am. No, I was right. Okay, this is so. Yes, 180. I was right. So now I will make a half turn, and I will go more in the long distance direction. And I want to see how it's working. Return to home. Okay, long press more than 1.5 seconds. The right shoulder button to beep, and it should engage after a couple of seconds. The return to home. Yes, that's right. As you can see, I'm not touching the radio command. I don't know which altitude is climbing first, but seems to be quite accurate. I take off close to the white small part here, so you can guess the actual deviation. Well, around, not so bad. Okay, 2 meters. Long press left to stop camera recording. And now I will take off again. I will now long press the left shoulder to restart the recording. Okay, and take off. Oh, let's go. Okay, and now I will check more altitude and try to fly more or less far. I'm not afraid. Okay, it's not so fast. I am in the current headings 3. Okay. I'm far from the trees. Let's stay here. Currently I'm 102 meters far. Only, well, I could expect more, 23 meters far, so I will go further. Okay. Okay, now for me it's a small dot. I am currently, I hope we will be able to read, 150 to 44. Okay, I will be able to go further, I guess. Still deviating a bit, but with the wind. So I can barely see it now. But should be okay. 9 satellite, everything is okay. I will make a small tour. So remember, I don't know where it is actually. But I will make a small panorama tour. And I will see in the headings. Okay, actually it's 241, so I can turn a little bit on the radio, so you have to wait a couple of seconds if you want. I don't know where is it, I can't see it anymore. I will press the return to home in any case. Okay, it's a little bit far. Okay, see, I can see it now. And you have on the top left side the remaining level of battery. Okay, it's here. It's tilting. Wow, nice. Hello. But it's a very silent quadcopter. I'm very impressed by the how silent can be. Okay. I'm very impressed by the performance, and I think I will be even closer to my second takeoff location. Yes, I'm very impressed. Well, really well. I will each time I'm trying to save recording in case of crash. I don't know. So I will resume recording and really I'm impressed, and the level of battery sounds more than 60%. Okay, it's not a super fast quadcopter, look that. So I'm deeply regret the absence of manual flight. Look that, this is the maximum speed even in expert mode. Wow. If you are looking for a fast quadcopter, it's not. This machine is nothing else than a kind of smooth aerial platform. Okay. In case of panic mode, release the sticks, and it should stay more or less in place. Okay. Right. So the PID settings are done to offer very smooth flights, even in expert mode. I would prefer to have something more faster compared to the S version, where you can turn off the any flight assistance. This one you cannot, and I would say for expert pilot it's a drawback, but for beginners it's great. So they are smoothing every control to, I guess, to stabilize the maximum the video footage, I guess. Take a little bit some altitude. How many meters I am? Announced to be 45 meters high only. Okay. Okay, for me, seems I am higher, but I will climb again. Let's make a from a small panorama tour. I can hear a helicopter. I hope I am far, yes. But maybe you will be able to see it. Probably the hospital helicopter. I'm 115 meters high, so maybe you can see the sea at the background. I'm not so far, but okay. I'm 125 meters. Okay, so I will make a small panorama tour. And now I will try to gently go down. In fact, I just realized that the third number is the altitude and not the distance. Maybe I was confused. So the descent rate is wow, not amazing. I don't want to I can barely see it. I don't want to have a lot of wobble during the descent, to have more or less very nice quadcopter roll. The dove, a lot of dove. Oh, where I am. A lot of dove around because they feed all the sheep here, and a lot of food are remaining on the ground and make the joys of the dove. Okay, look that down the wind, top speed. So, well, in expert mode, so it's not amazing. So you won't be and sometimes you are losing some. Look at the stability is wow, typical PID settings are with too low PIDs, okay, to smooth everything, but it's not very responsive. Paradoxally, I think the altitude hold and GPS flight assistance, whoa, look at that. When I was too close to the ground, I even touched the ground, so be aware. Okay. You have an headless mode also, I can try it. Huh. Okay, I will land now. Okay, and stop recording. Okay, so now I will try the headless mode. Well, it's a way also to fly in very far distance, probably even easier. So I will, well, I don't have a lot of battery remaining, was the half. Okay, let's take off. Okay, and to engage the headless mode, you just need to click on the left stick. Okay, let's headless mode, let's check that. I will check. Yes, seems to be working. Look at that. Okay, so the reference is a takeoff heading, so be aware, it's very important. But the headless is working fine, no problem. So to fly in very far distance could be an option. Okay, so now I will way back. So it's not very natural with the I'm lazy, I will press return to home. Okay, I think I will end this video about this Hubsan H501C. So I will say got the color, the canopy, everything, the look of the S version, but without the FPV ring. I also told in the unboxing that if you are buying this C version with your NES radio, you can enjoy for free the follow me function, so it could be a very nice. Well, but in any case, it's working perfectly. Very, very nice. Okay. So very fine. So I forgot to record, but in any case, I will stop headless mode. Okay. And still remaining 2 bar in the battery life. So. Okay, so it's pretty cool. So I will make a first conclusion about this quadcopter. I will disarm. And like the S version, it's a super easy machine for beginners. That's great, and really I like it. You have a great flying duration time. That's cool. Okay, and it's probably more than 20 minutes. The radio link is great. The 1080p footage you will see is like the S version, pretty good. Even if it would deserve to have a pure electronic image stabilization, I'm sure that it will come in the next generation of H501. It will be included, and it will be probably a rocket. I deeply regret the non-possibility, at least outdoor, to remove any flight GPS assistance to enjoy more like a simple quadcopter to fly in lost conditions. So it's basically only the GPS assistant flight is active by default, and you cannot turn off it. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, please thumb it, and if you like my channel, please subscribe. See you next time. Bye bye.